Recording. Hello, everyone. This is Group 8, and we are all pursuing postgraduate diploma in project planning and management. We are stream 3, and the module we are tackling currently is project procurement management, and the lecturer for the module is Francis Chan, and we are from Uganda Management Institute. So we shall be discussing the task and like the way it was assigned to us. These are the group members. For Group 8, we have Grace Musimire, Samuel Otai, Doreen, Ruth, Joshua Tuliatemba, Godfrey Gomanja, Anita Paula, Rogers Awumba, Brenda Apio, Emily Munduru, and Ronald Wogere. Now, you may notice that some members don't have registration numbers, but that is okay because it's due to the system delay. Okay, we are all registered. The system had some delays, but these are the group members. Let's go ahead. As Group 8, we decided to give an approach of this question where it is asking us to identify and discuss the roles and responsibilities of user departments in the procurement and management cycle. So as Group 8, we discussed and we came up with an approach where I will introduce I will introduce the topic, and then I define the key terms, and then we go and dig deep through the roles and responsibilities, and then we go in the challenges, and then we discuss the different mitigation measures, and then we conclude. So that is our approach for Group 8. And I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Joshua Tuliatemba, and I will be introducing and I'll be introducing the topic. So let's go ahead. Project procurement is a process of obtaining goods and services required to achieve project objectives. That's project procurement. And when you're when you're procuring goods and services, there are departments involved. And then that's when we come in and say, user department, it can be any division or branch of a project organization which initiates the procurement and disposal of organizational requirements. So these are the user departments which like they initiate the procurement for a given project. And for Group 8, we are going to consider local government as our case study to make sure that we can expound more on these roles and responsibilities of user departments. So we have them as finance, production, works, water and roads, community development, human resources, audit, health and education. These are some of the examples of user departments in local government, okay? So let's go ahead and talk about the roles and responsibilities of user departments. Role number 1 is preparation of specific work plans based on approved budgets. Now here, all the user departments are involved in this procurement process. And for starters, they all write their work plans and forward them to the Chief Accounting Officer, that's the CAO, for approval. So once the CAO has approved, he sends them to the procurement disposal unit, okay? Of course, once the work plans have been approved and money is available, then the procurement process can start. You can start procuring your goods or the services that each department has listed. Okay, I am going to leave it at that, and my colleague Anita, she's going to take over from here.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Joshua. My name is Anita Paula. Proceeding with the roles of user departments. The user departments identify their needs because they have unique requirements, unique operations. So they draw their requirements needs, identify them, and then with the help of their heads of department, the list is submitted onto the procurement unit for procurement. So in other words, these user departments initiate the procurement process. Another role played by these user departments is that they go ahead and prepare specifications. They design their specifications of what they want these goods and services procured. For example, if, for example, they are to procure computers, they look at the functionality of the computer, what will be the servicing period, what is the warranty period, what make of this computer do we need? So they draw those specifications so that the intended supplier is not confused along the way and supplies a wrong product. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Anita. My name is Musilia Grace, and I'm going to continue with the roles and responsibilities of user departments, and one of it being contract supervision and management. In local government, once the contracts are received, bids are received, it's the role of the user departments to ensure that they comply with the terms and conditions as stipulated. Are they supplying the right quality? Are they supplying the right quantity? Is the price matching the quality they ordered for? And they ensure that they keep the provider working relationships at best. Another one is participating in bid evaluation. And once the prospective bidders send in their bids, it's the role of the user departments to identify the best of the suppliers and ensure that the one who is chosen meets the user specifications. Thank you.
Thank you, Grace. This is Otai Samuel. I'm also going to continue with the roles and the responsibilities of the user departments. Another role is that user departments always participate in pre-bid meetings. You find that a pre-bid meeting, you find that it's conducted by the project owners. In most cases, it's always put up to clear up any confusion regarding the project details, scope of works, and even you look at the solicitation of documents. You find that it's the role of the user departments to convene such meetings whereby prospective bidders come and attend. You find that it's even during that meeting whereby the contractors can decide whether a project is in their company's best interest or not. And it's upon that meeting whereby they take up that initiative of either submitting a bid at the time when invitation of bids is called upon.
Samuel, project your screen.
Wow. Okay, I'm sorry, maybe it was a network error somewhere. And another role and responsibility of the user departments is that they recommend contract variations. You find that it's the role of the user departments always to identify in case there is need for a change and do things differently from the way they were initially agreed upon with the providers. You find that in local government, mostly taking maybe a construction contract as an example, you find that when the contract is running, the client can always decide maybe to have a change in the quality of paint that the providers would use during a paint job. Therefore, as their change of preference, therefore you find that it's the role of the user departments to sit down with the contractor and then have this agreed upon. And when it's now written down, we now call it to be a valid change. Therefore, all that becomes the role of the user department. Thank you so much. That was my submission.
Thank you, Samuel. My name is Bob Delmond. In addition to the roles and responsibilities of procurement cycle, department cycle is a recommendation for contract termination. The user department has the responsibility of recommending for termination of contract of any supplier who breaches the contractual terms. This may be due to inability of the other party to perform duties. For example, if the contractor fails to complete the agreed duties or produce poor quality works, this will be recommended for termination. And this may happen after serving the contractor with warning letters, and also after consulting the legal team and contract storming committee. Thank you.
Emily, you're next. Emily.
Thank you, Ronald. Sorry. Thank you, Ronald. This is Emily. Another role of user department is the appraisal of the providers and stock suppliers. This appraisal process helps an organization to identify issues or problems and also quickly solve these identified issues or problems. It also helps to align providers with the organizational goals, which helps to achieve organizational goals and objectives. It is also an appropriate channel for the providers to raise their issues, which shows an organization takes the provider's issues performance seriously. Thank you. Gomanja?
Yes. Yes, thank you very much. I'm called Gomanja Godfrey, and I'm going to discuss the challenges and mitigation measures faced during the procurement processes by the user departments. First and foremost, we have a number of challenges, but specifically, I'm going to talk about two challenges. The first challenge is poor planning. Poor planning by user departments lead to delay in procurement processes and also creates a situation of emergency procurement, whereby little time is given to the procurement process, and this can result into acquisition of poor quality items when the bidders are contacted. And when this happens, it creates a very big delay in the procurement process. And this challenge can be mitigated by one, timely planning and budgeting by the user departments. And when budgeting and the planning is done on time, then it will give enough time for consultations and the rest of the activities that are involved in the procurement process. The second challenge that is faced by user departments is unclear or inadequate specifications. Normally, this results into loss of time. As you know, time is a key resource in procurement. Due to unclear specifications, this can result into loss of time because suppliers will submit in their bids with missing items, and they will be asking for a lot of queries regarding the specifications. So all these can lead to loss of time and also delay the process of procurement. This challenge can best be mitigated or addressed by one, involving in technical experts to undertake the process of specification developing, and also we can also build capacity of the user departments to be able to submit or prepare a detailed and clear specifications. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Godfrey. My name is Doreen Ruth. I
still going ahead with the challenges that the user departments always encounters. One of the challenges here noted is, am I audible enough?
Yes, go ahead, Doreen.
One of the challenges here, we have unrealistic budgets. You find that sometimes the user departments make unrealistic budgets, leading to under or over estimations during the procurement process. This is likely due to lack of appropriate knowledge and skills, inadequate market survey, and this may result into failure in accomplishing set objectives or even cause losses of funds. To mitigate this, it's important that the technical expertise is hired to undertake the appropriate market survey. The other challenge is solicitation of invoices without delegated authorities. This is another common challenge faced by user departments during the procurement process. Because of bureaucracies in the local government that we all know, some user departments tend to bypass systems to have their procurement needs addressed. This creates a high risk of fraud, misallocation of resources, and losses of funds. Yes, decentralization of powers to user departments to reduce delays and bureaucracies in the user departments has been part of the mitigation methods. Thank you very much. Over.
Okay, thank you, Doreen. As we still proceed with the challenges of the user departments, and the other challenge is the splitting of procurement. Now you find out that due to the limited resources that are in local government, different departments end up they end up procuring a few things, yet those things would be needed at once for the progress of the project. So you find out that the splitting of the procurement will end up making delays into the implementation of the particular project. And to mitigate this, there should be revision of budgets, and adjustments should be done where need be. And then the other challenge is inadequate knowledge and skills in regards to procurement. You find out that the different user departments do not have enough knowledge and skills about the procurement process, where it starts from, which roles they are supposed to be doing in the procurement process. So they end up making poor plans, and then the inadequate specifications that are given. So to mitigate the inadequate knowledge and skills, there should be continuous trainings in regards to procurement, as well as professional development trainings and capacity building about procurement. Thank you.
So much. And responsibilities of the user department. As listed above, it also has its challenges and the mitigations given by the group. I am your brother, and I shall be concluding by saying the user departments vary depending on, and it's very local. Take the effort to ensure a clear process. The user departments should liaise with assist the procurement unit process. It also requests for procurement plus deviations from conditions of a procurement. Procurement was the proper acquired so that proceed efficiently and successfully. More than a business necessity, procurement can be leveraged as a competitive advantage when optimized to save money, time, and resources. Thank you very much. This has been Group 8 presenting to you.